your rock bottom to rebuild journey. You're 3 years into rebuilding your body. What would you say were the biggest things that got you out of the chronic injury loop cycle with your spine injuries, with your hips? What were the biggest exercises and training principles?
I'll definitely say to start, outer hip drop set. My outer hips were super weak. I needed an exercise that actually pumped up my hips rather than just continuously stretching, right? I was a big stretcher. Even in college, I was never flexible, but I always stretched, you know? When I was in the heat of my back journey or my back injury, I used to do the pigeon stretch on the ground and just kind of like going in, literally yanking that muscle, right?
Yeah.
And like we say, yes, you will get relief, but that relief just stays for an hour, 2 hours, and then you feel that pain again. The outer hip drop set really just forced me to create a pump in that area and just build strength over time. And that got me better. That got me to a point where like I wasn't feeling my hips and I wasn't feeling my back that much. And then I was able to get into the back extension holds, right? And I really, like, you guys know my story. I started off dumb. I started off thinking I was an athlete, so I had the athlete mentality to the point where like, okay, we're just gonna go into this. I'm already strong. I'm gonna put some weight on, start repping it out.
I'm gonna use my strength to determine how hard I start off at. And when you've deadlifted 500 pounds and can squat 405s, your glutes and hips and larger back muscles are gonna be ready to back extension 135.
Yeah.
Your spine, paraspinal muscles are
We're not ready. We're not ready. And I started off bad, but I learned my lesson. I think that's a journey of the long game. You learn your lesson, and then you regress. So I regressed. Started off with the back extension holds, and the back extension holds are top tier to really just building strength and just evidence in your back to the point where you can be able to be comfortable rounding or bending down or grabbing anything that you need to. So that was number 2. Number 3 was for my knee, which are what we're doing right now. What I'm really focused on is the split squats, really just getting deeper into a split squat, using the bands, wrapping my knee up. And yeah, I think those 3 exercises really have changed the way I move, I feel. Yeah,
and you're giving life directly to the area. All 3 of those have this in common. They all experience tightness, and then you may yank on it passively to try to solve it. Glutes are tight, outer hips, you get in a pigeon stretch, but not one where you're even contracting or engaging, but just to feel it, stretch as much as you can. Your back is tight, you grab your knees, you twist, you hug your knees, you grab your leg, you start stretching your spine, and then your knee. If you feel tightness in your knee, you might yank it and do a little couch stretch, but you needed loaded compression in the knee with the bands holding it. You needed active contraction and tension built within the spine, pulling. The reason why your back is always tight is because you don't have the ability to fully contract it, so it doesn't trust the polarity opposite of fully relaxing. So it stays in this semi-guarded place. And you've already tried to stretch it out to calm down, and it doesn't work. The opposite way, though, have you ever tried to get a continuous 60-second contraction? Even if it's 30 pounds effort and you do assistance on the iso hold, can you contract your spine muscles on the bones through the tendons for 60 seconds? That reteaches it, hey, I can really have a new threshold of usage. I can go hard. The better you can contract something tight, the better neurologically that system's gonna learn it can relax at rest. That's how you regain trust through what we call evidence, which is exposure, circulation, new neurological training. And you can't do that just through shutting down the system of tightness, trying to ice it out or stretch it, because then you're missing the whole point. I stayed injured because I didn't understand tightness chronically is a plea for help from the area. It's feedback, so you learn, I need to give this area life through contraction and circulation. That's how you reteach it. Instead, I kept blaming it. Damn, this damn tightness pissing me off. I need to stop. And it's like, do you think you're smarter than your body? You think your mind is going to know better than what it's telling you if you listen? And that sounds metaphysical. What does it mean to listen to your body? I don't know. It tries to stop you from going that way, so it's holding on. So stop trying to force it and instead think, well, what does feel good? What makes it disarm that tightness? Go try. Find a level that you can hold that contraction, gently squeezing any area of your body that's tight. Go to the longest stretch and then imagine what's the opposite, what's the tightest squeeze. Hold a contraction there for 1 minute. then go back to the stretch, you'll realize things just released immediately. That's your GPS telling you. That's your body trying to give you directional feedback. I don't need you to keep bullying me and loading it hard and stretch. I need you to show that I can handle the circulation, handle the contraction, handle the forces. And then when it trusts that, it gives you a little more access.
Yeah.
But that's getting in tune with what's going on. It would be intuitive, except the expertise of what we're taught and how to treat the problem is to ignore the root and just get to masking it and shutting it up. And so we've been taught to look at our problems as something that we need to just blow out the smoke to, put a mask on it.
Yeah.
But that's why it just keeps coming back. It's pretty intuitive just as life principles once you start doing it. But I was lost to it when I was going through it. I was doing all that stuff too.
Yeah.
And so everything's common sense once you're already there, but when you're not, it sounds groundbreaking.